Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today's video is about sealing your hull. In the case of this boat, it's the LiteHawk charger. Now I did my white one because I've got two of these chargers now, and I just did the white one the other day because it was taking on like almost a cup at a time, and it was just ridiculous. And it would do it rather quickly, so I was like, what's going on? So I taped all the way around my hull, took it out for another test. Still, same thing. Water's getting in and lots of it. So the only other place it can be coming from, of course, is your prop shaft area, and that not being 100% sealed, it's going to bring on some water. So if you look inside, especially near the back end in here, you'll notice there's what looks like there may be some possible sealant there, but not very much. So what we're going to use is hot glue, because my options were hot glue and epoxy. So I talked to a guy at LiteHawk on the forum, and he suggested, of course, using the hot glue. So I figured, well, I'll do the hot glue trick and see how it works. Now it worked absolutely perfect. So but I'm going to show you how you got to do this. You're going to have to disconnect your rudder, and you're going to have to disconnect your servo, move them out of the way, because you don't want to get any glue on them. So, and you need the space in here. And then you're going to grab your hot glue gun, and you're going to have to hold the boat on an angle like so. Get in there with your hot glue gun and just start squashing the glue down. Now I'm trying to get as much as possible towards the back end of the boat, and I'm bringing it up forward. Now while this stuff is hot, it'll actually seep a little bit, so you want to keep it on an angle so that it'll just seep down toward the back of the transom, and it'll fill itself up. And that'll seal the entire area perfectly, and you shouldn't get more than a drop or two. The chances of you ever having to replace the outer shaft is pretty much slim to none on this boat. But hot glue, at least it can be taken out, where epoxy resin is not going to come out so friendly. So if that ever does happen someday and you need to remove your outer shaft to replace it for any reason, at least you know you'd be able to do that with hot gluing this. The hot glue works as a perfect water sealant and does a great job. So that looks like it's sitting pretty even right now, so we're just going to let it sit there and let it finish curing, and then we'll see if we need to put any more. I'll probably put a little bit more up in here and fill this cavity up just a little bit, just to make sure it's just perfect, you know. And this is also going to make things a lot more rigid too at the same time. The other boat I'm going to be also doing is my double horse 7009. I've been playing with this boat a few times, and what I've noticed is I am taking on some water, and I've looked at how they've done their setup in this boat, and they kind of really didn't do a good job. So we're actually going to do a better job on that and seal that up, and that should seal the hull on this one perfect. Now this one doesn't take on very much water, but you don't want water inside anyways, or you know, as little as possible. All boats are going to take on a certain percentage of water, you know, but the lesser the better, of course, right? And that's the goal here. So that's how you do it. So when the glue is cured, which is about, I'd say let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then touch it with your finger, make sure you know it's not going to come back out at your finger, and everything will be good by then. Then it's time to reassemble, in which case the opposite of taking everything apart. So your servo goes back in first, and then your rudder and so on, and you're back up and running to go to the water, and then give her another test and see if you have any more leaks. You shouldn't have after this, because this stuff works really, really well. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.